welcome back everyone. As you can see from that opening, we've got some stuff planned. Now I wanted to start here. I'm gonna put it in the top left, you can see what happened, but I cleared out this whole area to start building stuff up here. You can see I've got a nice little color palette here. I really thought, and I might still do some sort of big castle-like structure here. You know, a lot of European castles is not just one big castle that takes up the whole thing. It's maybe buildings that make up the outside walls with a big courtyard in the middle. I thought about doing that, and again, I might still, but we've got a lot to decide here, and with the dragon fight coming up in a day and a half, I think, I need to get gunpowder and sugarcane sorted. And this can wait. I'm really open to suggestions to see what we can do up here. So let me show you what I have done. Now I've already got a sugarcane farm going. This is just a nice little basic one until we decide to do something big. And you can see he's sitting on top of hoppers. One second. There you go. On top of hoppers, they feed all the way over here. And we've got our chunk loader going still. You can see it's still working, so that's good. So this is going and it's nice and full. So we're definitely going to have enough sugarcane to make as many rockets as we want. And we'll be good to go. We need to get a mob farm going. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to build it out in the water. So that way I don't have to kind of worry about any other mob spawning. And this thing is going to pump. It's going to put out a bunch of stuff. And what is this? Subscribe. Okay. I didn't actually realize I had 3 horses. I guess I do. Subscribe to LavaCraft. You know what? If you guys like these, give me a subscribe too. Give me a follow. I'd love to make more of these videos for you guys. I'm going to make the videos anyway, but I'd love if you come along for the ride. So let's go ahead and make our way out there and get this thing going. I got a nice little platform built here out in the open. And if we just take a look at the chunk borders, we're kind of within a 4 chunk radius here. So it's more than enough if we want to put a chunk loader down here. But I really don't think, based on what we want to do here, I really don't think we need to do a chunk loader. We're going to be able to AFK this one time and have pretty much everything we need. So let's put some chests down here. I don't know if I know how many I actually want to have. It really depends on how many items we want to filter. But let's go ahead and put a base layer down, and we can always add or more later. We're going to put hoppers in on all of them, and we're going to do the impulse filter, the standard one. And if I put comparators down here, I should then be able to get some hoppers and just stick those in. Now I need to lay out, if you guys haven't seen these, and this is a nice easy tutorial here. We need to put in a line of repeaters. So if I put this here first, I should be able to then jump like this right here. Put one there, and just put one down each one. You don't have to adjust the ticks at all. Now let's put a line here in the back. And a line right in front. Oops. And let's cover them with torches. Okay. Last thing is redstone. And then honestly, this is the filter done. I mean, we have to set what we want, but this is it right here. It's so easy. I love it. So I went ahead and labeled some of these. I'm going to just go ahead and put, I'm not going to filter specific items yet. Let me just fill all of these up with nuggets. Now I want to start putting an ice path. So this thing is going to put out a ton of items, and I don't think that a single hopper can keep this up. Let me go one more out so I don't cover that redstone. There we go. So if I build a circular ice path, what this will do is if stuff comes down too fast, turn right here. If stuff comes down too fast, I'll be able to recapture it a second time around. So I'm going to put a couple of chests right here because I'm going to have this water going clockwise. I'm going to make sure when it hits this front, it rides along the edge here. So let me cover, let's go ahead and put glass all the way around. Now if I put iron bars on the front, what'll happen is the water is going to hit those chests and then ride the edge all the way down. Put that there. And I'm going to need glass on the inside as well. Just like that. Okay, great. Let's wrap this around. All right, so next, I need to figure out where this water is going to go. So if I count out, it needs to curve around this corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know I need one to go here. So let's put a sign there. Boy, this thunder is loud. And count it out. Let's put one here. So now I should be able to put a piece of ice here. And if I break that, so the goal here is for this one not to be too long. And let's put this one here. This one can wrap all the way around. I don't want that first one too long because I need the items to be high enough to jump over that hopper. So let's put this here and put a couple more in. And this one right here. And that should be fine. It'll just slide across that, hit the next one, and be good. So let's just see. Remember, the filters are not set, so this should just go all the way around. One more. Yep. And then... oh, wow. That's loud. So right here, I need to see if this is going to jump the gap. So because it's a shorter piece of water, it's not flowing 8. There you go. Yeah, you saw how that jumped the gap? That's perfect. I've put in a couple of droppers, and I want to put where the mobs are actually going to die. So they're going to fall in a 9x9 area. And I'll put in some more observers here later. But this is going to give them that spot to fall and die on. So we'll put some campfires here. So they're going to fall and die, and if they don't die immediately because of, armor or whatnot, then they're going to burn to death. And witches should just die from the drop, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's take this and wrap it all the way around. And I'm going to go up 30 blocks on this. Okay, fall down, perfect. And let's just make our way all the way around and get all the way to the top. I'm using a little fast clicker here. I find it makes it so much less tedious. Okay, we're at the top, and I put a rim of stairs, so when the water hits it, they can't grab on it as easy, and they fall right down. And let's just put a ring around this. I want to make sure that I go out 8 blocks on each side. So the water's going to come down exactly 8, stop on these stairs, and it's probably going to be a good idea to go ahead and put these in. Put another torch right here. Okay. All right, so I've gone out 8 blocks in each direction so that it's easily going to fall. Oh! Holy. Let's go ahead and sleep this off real quick. Boy, that feather falling worked a treat, didn't it? Half a heart? Oh, man. Okay. Let's heal up real quick. I finished the first little layer, and this is going to be a big farm. It's actually going to be a quad farm. So we need to go out just a little bit further. So I'm going to go ahead and stick a ring around. And that's the first layer. Now here is the upper layer where the water is going to come from originally. And now it's all done. I'm sparing you guys the boring stuff if you haven't noticed. So let's get some water in here. And it should connect. It does. And this doesn't. And you know what? It's because it's easier to fall down. I can fix this. There we go. Now, if we go ahead and just fill all of this in all the way around, it's gonna cascade all the way down. And now I need to put some up on this upper layer right here so the water flows correctly. Let's go right here. And right here. And right here. Okay, so now I just need to get rid of this row that I'm standing on. And it should just cascade all the way down. Last little bit right here. And boy, that's satisfying. So these platforms are going to be eight blocks out from the center. So we're going to go ahead and build this one up the same amount. And then we're going to take it and go out. And essentially, once I have all 4 done, it should look just like this. And we're going to have these towers go up nice and tall. So let me just clear out this bottom section so when I am done, Yeah, everything's going to flow down nice and smooth right to the center. This is going to look really good, I think. They fit, yeah, they fit perfectly right in there. And everything's going to fall just right down into the center. And it doesn't look like there's any clearance issues on the sides either from those outside points. All right, so this is how this system works. I did not come up with this. I've been using it for years, so I don't really know who came up with this. But this works really well. So I've got 2 dispensers, and then I've got an observer right under it. So what happens is that top one is going to trigger, that top one right there is going to trigger the observer, which is then going to trigger the dispenser below it. And then we're going to put a roof right on this one, which is actually the next floor. And we're going to do 15 levels of this on each of the 4 platforms. So let's finish this one up right here. Yeah, so then all I have to do is just come here and break this, jump up to the next platform, break those 2, and do it right there. And then let's just complete it one more time. So easy enough, honestly, easy enough. Now, I'm halfway through, and this is not an easy task. Oh, it is. It's a mindless task, honestly. But boy, it's not a lot of fun. But you can see I got 15 levels here. I missed the torch. I don't know if you guys saw that. I missed the torch. That's right. I'm going to skip around. This is just a super quick time lapse. I just wanted to show you guys what this was like. Each one of these just took a while. I still have to go back and put the water in all of these. Like, I got a little faster on my method on this one. And, you know, in the end, it took me, you know, hour and a half. Really not a big deal. All right, we are in the top section of the last one, and it's time to start filling these with water. Now, I've got a stack of ice. It's going to take 60 of these, and a bunch of buckets. And right now, my method is to jump down, close it back up, put ice on the ground, break it with a bucket, and collect it real fast, and then put it in the dispenser. I'm going on my second one, and I think that this is going to be the method. If I go ahead and just get all 15 buckets of water now, then I should be able to do this pretty quickly. So if I break this, and I've got right click, place. Right click with the offhand, right click, place. Look how fast this is going. It took me probably 4 times longer on the first 2 runs, the first 2 columns, than it's taking this one. This is fast. I'm doing the whole thing in like 30 seconds. And that's it. We've got everything done here. It's time to make our way up to the top and start doing a little bit of redstone. This thing is going to be... It's going to be pumping. So I've cleared this out a little bit, and I put in some top slabs. If I put a comparator here, and I want to make sure I compare it. This thing with a bunch of repeaters... This thing is going to be server proof. If the server restarts, this thing is still going to work, and I'm going to show you how. So let me go ahead and stick all of these in on full. We can edit these and line up how long it's going to take. And oh, I'm missing redstone. Let me put the redstone in here. So here's how this works. This is going to fill up all the way, and because I'm comparing that comparator down there, see, now it shuts off. And then if the server were to restart and all of this just kind of disappeared, well, that lever is still pulled. So we wanted to go all the way over and hit that dispenser, which is going to trigger right there. Trigger that observer, trigger that dispenser, trigger that observer, and just ripple effect all the way down. And if I can time this right with all of the repeaters, oh, look how dark that is. And it's going to be pitch black as soon as those torches go away. Okay, so I've got all the redstone out. I'm going to put some repeaters down. That way, all of these are hit at the exact same time. Yeah, this is awesome. So I just need to go and hit this lever over here so that we can watch this whole thing in action. It's gonna be great. So if I jump down real quick, I need to set the observers in place. Right now they're off on the side. Here we go. I need to make sure that these are pumping over. And you can see I've got the hoppers lined up so that it's one dropper per line. So we should never be overpowered here. So let's take these and stick them in. I can get this one right here for sure. It's going to start pumping, and I've clearly got blocks in the system. Okay. So let me collect those. Okay, let's get these next ones in. If I break this, there we go. I should be able to reach both of those. Put that one there and that one there. Okay, there's a lot of stuff still in the system. So let's run the system right here and make sure it works, and then we can go down and set everything. So if I click this, let's go free cam. There you go, everything turned on. And we should be seeing... Yeah, okay, a little bit of loading error there. Perfect. Okay, yeah, look. It's already done some. So now you heard it click. Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's pumping it. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Look how many mobs there are. Now I can already tell I can adjust. Alright, so we're down here, and there's tons of drops coming in, and there's tons circling. That's because I don't have any filters set yet. So this should be enough to where I collected a little bit of everything. And I could go in and set these filters. But I'm just going to put something in place, and then let's see exactly how this thing works. I was able to fine-tune the timing just a little bit, and now there's no dead space. And look, it's a constant flow. Well, I AFK'd for about 9 hours, maybe. It was overnight. And here's the setup we have. So this one over here is actually getting redstone. Oop, there it is. So I've got 3 chests of redstone. Then the next 3 are gunpowder, and they're full all the way up. So that's awesome. Then I've got bones. Again, just full up. And then the 3 that aren't as important. I've got string, arrows, and rotten flesh. So these are cool, or what I have set up is cool. Let me just show you. So the filters get put into the chest first, right there. They get put into the chest first, and when they're full, they get put over to this one, which goes into a dropper that just goes into fire. So I have, 3 double chests of all these if I need them. I've already actually started condensing some of the wool. So, I mean, this is 4 double chests condensed into wool. And so then I'll have 2 more just of string if I want it. Full up on arrows, full up on rotten flesh, and everything extra just gets put over. Now, once we get to the end and I have shulkers, I will start condensing these down, start condensing all of this down. I'm thinking maybe I'll go and get a TNT permit. That could be pretty cool, but for now, we can make as many rockets as we want. And that, I think, is a job well done. We have exactly what we need to go and get ready for the end fight. We've got rockets, we've got paper, we are set. And maybe I can help some people out, and I think we're definitely going to open a rocket shop. So that was it for this episode. Thank you so much for stopping by. The next episode, we are going to fight the dragon with like 12 to 15 people. It's probably going to be incredibly fast. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come see me in the next episode. Bye.